Hello there! It is I, Darth Geekula, aka Rich, aka your internet guidance counselor. My long weekend is sadly almost over. So if you celebrated Canada Day or 4th of July weekend or whatever your country was celebrating, I hope you had a great time. Unless you're an evil country, then shame on you. Want to do a quick Darth's haul video slash kind of a pseudo review of the new Marvel Legends Spider-Man wave. Not the new wave. We had the wave that came out for Amazing Spider-Man 2. This is the second sort of Spider-Man Marvel Legends wave we're getting. There's a new wave. I don't know if it's hit Canada yet with the Rhino Build-A-Figure. This is the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure. Wanted to look at the Spider-Man because I was really excited about this Spider-Man. In my 41 years of life, I've bought many a Spider-Man figure. This will probably be my last one. I figured it was going to be the best. It falls a little bit short, unfortunately, once I got it out of the package, but I'll talk about that in a moment. But if you look, you get an extra head. You get 2 fists, 2 wall-crawling hands, and 2 web-shooting hands, which I have on him right now. That extra head sculpt with the mask turned up, so you can put him upside down and kiss him in the mirror if you like. I didn't do that. Maybe I did. And a piece of pizza, which is amazing. That's a very fun accessory that makes perfect sense for Spider-Man. If we never cure cancer, that's terrible, but at least we got a Spider-Man figure with a piece of pizza. So, here he is. I already have him opened because I have the patience of an autistic flea. But there he is. Very cool. The Spider-Man that came out as part of the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the movie Spider-Man, I really like that as well. And I actually was going to use him as the default Spider-Man because the movie costume was very similar to his comic costume. But this, you see the colors are a lot more brighter. This is a great comic book Spider-Man. Fantastic. The fact that you get all those extra hands is perfect for Spider-Man. The extra head sculpt is very Spider-Man-like. You see him with his mask pulled up quite a bit. The pizza, the really fun accessory that makes sense for Spider-Man, even though a camera probably would have made more sense, but I'm not going to complain about that piece of pizza because I think it's brilliant. So, where does it fall a little bit short? The articulation is almost great. Got a really good hinge at the torso, ball joint neck, swivel wrists, double jointed elbows and double jointed knees, and of course the ankle rockers. Can't really see it there, but trust me, it's great. It falls short only on the hip articulation because the hips, hello, I'm between Spider-Man's legs. I didn't think I'd say that tonight. Very limited. I wanted to have him in more of a crouching pose, and this is about as much as I can make him crouch. And it's disappointing because the ankle articulation is so good, the knee articulation is so good, the torso, the torso is so good, the neck's so good. You could get him in some really cool crawling poses if the hips went out a bit more. So that is a little disappointing. Otherwise, though, this is a fantastic Spider-Man figure. Hasbro, I think, are making the best mass market collector line right now. And this Spider-Man is awesome. He's my new default Spider-Man. There was also another figure that I figured, another action figure that I had a feeling might be the default version of this character, and that's Daredevil. And unlike Spider-Man, which had that one little problem, the Daredevil really has no problems. He is fantastic. Love this figure, love the character. This is absolutely my default Daredevil. The one thing that's not perfect, his billy clubs. You've probably already heard this. It's been reviewed a lot. Very gummy, but they look fine when they're in his hands. And I know I have some nunchucks or extra billy clubs or something I can switch it out with if I have to. They are gummy, but I think if you're just going to pose them, they look fantastic. I love this figure. No complaints. Fantastic Daredevil figure. There you go. So these are the only 2 figures I got in this wave. I did actually get the Build-A-Figure Hobgoblin because I want to have a classic villain, even though it's not really a classic version of Hobgoblin. We might take a look at that later, but I mainly want to talk about Spider-Man, which is still fantastic. A little disappointed on the hip articulation, and the Daredevil, which it really has no issues whatsoever. Just a fantastic figure. So you can probably find these in stores. These were all over the U.S. They are released in Canada at Walmart's. Not my Walmart, which is the worst Walmart ever. And every time I go in there, I get enraged. But I took a trip to the United States of America. Happy birthday, by the way. And I was able to pick up Spider-Man. Daredevil I got from Connectables.ca, which is a great Canadian website for getting toys. So there you go. Spider-Man and Daredevil, super fantastic figures. Spider-Man's almost perfect. And Daredevil is very near perfect. So there you go. Like I said, hope everyone had a great weekend. And I will see you later. Bye.